What happened to you this morning, Kyle?
I thought I was going to be murdered. So I leave my house and like the little alert thingy in the dashboard pops up and it says like 22 PSI on the tire. And I've had like low tire pressure before, and I usually call Scott, who is sleeping while I'm driving to work. And it's been at like 28 before, and he kind of freaks out. And he's like, I need to put air in the tire. And then he like has like a compressor at our house. And so he just does it at home. But at this point, I'm driving to work and it says 22. And I'm like, that seems like a lot lower than when he freaks out. So I'm like, okay, Google, my best friend Google at the moment, what's like a normal PSI? And it's like 28 to 36 or something, depending on the car. And I'm like, okay, that is really low. So now I'm going, okay, I really don't want to stop at a gas station when it's pitch dark out to put air in my tire, but I really don't want to be stuck on the side of a freeway if my tire blows out.
Right.
So like either way, I'm getting murdered, right? I have to like go through the risks. So I pull over at this gas station by my house. Yeah, air is very expensive. Like I didn't realize it was like $2 for air, but I'm like, at this point, it's worth it. So I pay for the air and I start, like putting it in my tire, and I don't have one of those little, whatever gauges that tells you where it's at. And I'm just like sitting there and looking, and it's like, shh, and I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, no, it's here. And then I hear like guys talking and laughing, and I'm like, and I like had to look under my car to see where they were, and I keep looking by my back and looking at it, and I'm like, you know what, it's good enough. I take the air back. I start freaking myself out. I put it back in, and I'm like, whatever it's at, I just got to go with it. Like whatever it's at, it's better than where I was.
Right.
So I get in the car. It's at 28. I'm like, okay, well that's the low gauge. That's the low end, right? Close the door, and I'm on my way, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I just accomplished so much in life. I feel like
survived.
I just saved myself.
Hey man, that's
I'm an independent woman.
you should have called. You should have called somebody. Like you should have called somebody like lives in your neighborhood, like Rich or Grant or somebody
They're
to meet
already
you.
at work when I leave. Like,
I got a tire gauge ready to go, sisterhood, and a compressor.
No, but I still think it's safe. You getting out of the
not.
car that early in the morning at the gas station. Because when you heard the people laughing, did you see where they were? Did you see actually human beings?
yeah.
Oh, and why are people up at 4:00 in the morning laughing, joking at the gas station? Look at that girl over there putting the gas in. She's doing it all wrong.
Why is she up at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, what is she doing? You probably think I'm doing the drive of shame.
Well, glad you didn't get murdered. Did you get murdered?
No. Yes.
Oh man, that's
No, I'm good. But yeah, it was pretty scary.
Now you're awake.
But I made it.
No, it's like
I
when
made
you
it
do
in.
stuff
You need to
early in the
call
morning.
someone.
When you do stuff earlier in the morning on your way in, and it's not your normal routine, like even getting gas, it's like it throws off your whole thing, and it's just
know.
like, especially when it's semi-scary.
Oh,
Like
yes.
if that was noon, you probably wouldn't be as scared. Still
It'd be
scary,
fine.
but I'd be scared getting air at noon.
I think I'd be okay.
I didn't know they charge you for air. That's lame.
I know.
Yeah, some
There's,
places do.
there's supposedly some life hack to beat those systems where you you do something to the machine and it gives you free air. I'll
I
have
don't
to
know. It's
look
4 in
that
the
up for
morning.
you.
I don't know. Like, take my credit card. I don't care.
Next time you should have someone on the phone with you. Just call us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good point.
idea.
Yeah,
That is a
that way
good
we could
idea.
hear you get murdered.
Yeah.
We could tape it.
Yeah, I'd be like, record.
You guys
come at me.
roll this thing. Tape on this. I might get murdered while I'm pumping air in my car.
Hey, but then it might actually find the murderer
Yeah.
quicker, right?
Yeah.
But I made it, you guys.
We're
I
glad
made
you're
it.
safe.
Well, speaking of morning routine, I have a whole new morning routine now. I'm not a whole new morning routine. I've added something to my new morning
Jeez,
routine.
how can you add more stuff?
Well, it's not out of the way thing. It's something that happened by accident, and then I something happened, and then I kind of did it again on purpose, and I've done it more and more. And now I thought, do I want to share this with you guys? And now I've done it so much, I feel like I need to share with you guys. And this is it. So when I in the morning, I have a whole bunch of things I do in the morning. But one of the things, just to make it simple, is after I work out, I get in the hot tub, and then I get a cold plunge. And then I take off my clothes in the cold plunge, put a towel around my waist, and I'll either shower or I just go right from the cold plunge. And I have to go up 2 flights of stairs to my bedroom, and that's where I get dressed. And one day I was going up the stairs, and my towel fell, right? And I kept walking, and I had to go get my towel, and my towel fell while I was still holding it, right? So it was in my arms, but it's dark outside. It's just dark in the house. And I walked up 2 flights of steps naked. Have you guys ever walked upstairs naked?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, it's disturbing.
Disturbing.
Yeah.
Really disturbing.
It's very disturbing.
But what's happened now it's disturbing, yet it's become somewhat liberating.
No.
Yeah. So what I've been doing now it's evolved to this. So where now I dry up, I get into the house, I take off the towel, and I walk up the stairs slowly, and I stick my butt out like a model, and I walk up each step slowly.
What?
And I feel like I'm wearing high heel shoes.
Oh, okay.
And I walk up each step slowly, and I stick my butt out. And I'm
Why?
like, and I feel, and it's dark. No one can see me, but I just totally feel sexy.
Oh my God.
How many days have you been doing this?
I've done it for like 2 weeks.
What on
I feel
earth
like
is
there's
going
all these.
through your mind at that point?
I feel like there's all these people behind me, like an audience of photographers, and they're looking at my butt. And I feel like my butt is this perfect round butt. I know it's not, but I'm walking up the stairs all slowly, and then sometimes I have my legs close to each other as they're walking, like an angle, like a model, like this,
Or you cross them?
like this. And then sometimes I'm walking up this way. And then
so
sometimes
it's-
I walk this way.
So the walk is evolving as you keep
It's a
going.
different walk. It's a different walk.
Yeah.
But when
For
you're
sure.
naked walking upstairs, it's such a weird.
No, it's like the ultimate vulnerability.
Yes, because normally though, when you walk upstairs naked, you're kind of in a hurry. But if you do it slowly, totally different ballgame.
It's sexy.
You are an odd bird, Johnjay.
I was